YouTube, Shukun Shubby here with a review of the Power Rangers Super Megaforce Cycles Wave 2, the fall assortment of legendary ranger cycle thingies, whatever you would like to call them. And this assortment features the Silver Ranger with the Turbo Cycle, the Red Ranger with the Operation Overdrive Cycle, and the Blue Ranger with the Jungle Fury Cycle. Now these are all kind of taking a little bit of a different approach to things. The original group of cycles were all based off the cycles from that particular season. These ones aren't. These ones are actually designed after weapons from that particular season, except Jungle Fury. We'll get to that one later. Of course, each one includes a crappily painted figure, a crappily painted cycle, and a Ranger key, which is actually probably the best part of these things. So, of course, we have the Turbo Red Ranger key with the Turbo Cycle. Nothing we really haven't seen already with these things, having reviewed all of the Ranger key sets. He says Turbo's so bored. And of course, in the Operation Overdrive set, you have the Overdrive Red Ranger key, which looks just as good as the one in the 3-pack, if not better. The ones that come in the toys actually are generally more accurate and a little bit better painted than the ones that come in the set.
Operation Overdrive.
Operation Overdrive is the #1 team. Oh, that song. And Jungle Fury, one of my favorites of the bunch, looks very nice as well. If the camera will focus on him, there he goes. I really dig it. So of course, let's try this sound.
Jungle Fury.
And the logo is just as not visible here as it was in the 3-pack. So enough with that. We don't really need the Ranger keys for anything else. I'm going to leave Casey out because he is... Well, no, I'm going to leave TJ out because he's awesome. Everyone loves TJ. Not that I don't like Casey. Casey's amazing. But TJ runs fast. So, anyway. I like these to an extent. The figures that go on them are all stuck in this, like, crapping position. And they're all just as equally not painted. You have black legs, colored body, colored cuffs, and a helmet with a colored visor. Silver gets the benefit of having a colored bandana. That is really it. I hate these figures a whole lot. The press descriptions for the Dino Charge ones keep mentioning like full-scale figures. So here's hoping that those get a little bit of an upgrade, because these aren't really worth it at all. I pose all the cycles without riders, so they're all just like phantom-driven cycles, I guess. But speaking of phantoms, the Turbo one is based off of the Turbine Laser, a weapon from Power Rangers Turbo. In fact, you could take this off, and it's a pretty decent representation of the Turbine Laser, just without the wheels. It's like the aerial mode, which is actually kind of neat. There's no handle or anything, so no one could hold it. I guess you could hold it down here, maybe. But that is a thing. And of course, all of these are mix and match capable. I don't know why you would really bother, but you can. And of course, you can do it with the first wave of cycles as well. Time Force, Wild Force, and Light Speed Rescue. All of them have the same base body, just different colored. Silver's is this dark gray and blue. Blue's is a light gray, which is probably closer to match with silver, and blue, and dark blue back here at the wheels. And then Red's is primarily gold with red accents and a silver seat area. So attaching the Turbine Laser back into the front, you can of course wind that up, take your Ranger key, stick it in the back, turn it, and that will drive off. As you can hear, it actually does have quite a decent spring to it, but I've got a cloth down so it gets kind of caught up and everything. So that feature does actually work, and of course you have a Zord Builder port down here and up there for your Zord Builder stuffs. Here is the Overdrive one, designed after the Drill Blaster. Again, there's nothing to hold on to, but you can use this as a weapon for your figures if you so wish. You could also argue that it's designed after the Drill Driver, the Drill Zord from that season, but I assume it's based off of the weapon. But you could argue either way since they look very much similar. I just find this one a little bit gaudy. I like the red and gold color combination quite a bit. But I think I would have preferred it reverse, I guess. The immense amount of gold here just looks really kind of off-putting to me. And then finally, the Jungle Fury one is where things get really strange, because you would assume it's based off the claw cannon, but it's not. And it's not designed after the Savage Cycle. Is that what it was called? Strike Rider. There we go. But it's not that either. This is actually more or less the head of the Tiger Zord, just stylized a little bit. So I don't know what kind of approach they were doing for that, but it's not the weapon, it's not the motorcycle, it's the Zord, so it is what it is. This one ends up probably being my favorite of the bunch. I'm a little bit biased towards Jungle Fury in the first place, but silver and blue has always been one of my favorite color combinations, so I really overall like the way that this one looks. But that is all that these do. Of course, you do have some combination possibilities with the Megazord. Go ahead and set the Jungle Fury one aside for now, since these ones are the two that are based off of weapons, at least in my humble opinion. You take off the sub and the wheeler, you now have a very stumpy Megazord, and you can attach him right there on these ports. And now he is like a motorcycle Megazord. Look at him go, he's all like vroom and stuff. So there's that. You can do that, and now that we have 6 cycles, you could actually put cycles on the arms too. But the other cycles are up on the shelf right now, and I forgot to grab them. So you can go ahead and pop the arms off. Alternatively, if you put this back together, because you popped it off like a stupid, they can pop up here, just like so, and you could reattach the sub and the wheeler so he has feet. And now he's got like this weird gorilla arm thing going on, which admittedly isn't really all that awful. I mean, he's got like the Turbine Laser on one arm and the Drill Blaster on another arm. It actually ends up working for this. And then you can pop either of these off for either combination and attach the Jungle Fury cycle if you so wish. So you got that going on for you as well. So overall, I can really only recommend these if you are an absolute completist, or if you're just trying to get the Red Ranger keys by buying merchandise instead of buying the Ranger key packs. That's really the only way I completely recommend these. The cycles for this season just aren't that great, especially when you compare them to the necessary Megaforce ones and the pretty cool looking Samurai ones. These ones just end up falling really flat for me. The little figures that come with it are awful. The Ranger keys are nice, but overall the cycles are more or less just a fairly unpainted mess that just really could have been a whole lot better. Having one simple chassis design with little interchangeable face plates ultimately doesn't allow for a whole lot of playability or just a wow factor in terms of design. At $12.99 a piece, I just can't particularly recommend them. If you can find them on a sale, which shouldn't probably be too difficult down the line closer to Dino Charge's release, then if you're a fan of one of these seasons, by all means, pick it up if you want to. But at the normal recommended price and the playability that they provide, I just can't entirely recommend it. There's a lot more Zord Builder compatible accessories out there that just work a whole lot better than these cycles do. So thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.